Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you get to sit around all day. If your body's fine, there's plenty you should be doing. Cleaning, laundry, you name it. I really hope you're not using pregnancy as an excuse to slack off. If you're the kind of wife who's a burden to my son, then you don't belong in this family. We are letting you live in such a nice house. The least you could do is repay the favor. My energy levels vary day by day, but I do make sure to handle the basic chores. But what exactly do you mean by repay the favor? I mean, it's a blessing in itself that you even got to become John's wife. And on top of that, you're living here for free. So it's only right that you handle everything around the house perfectly. I'm actually paying for rent, utilities, and all the living expenses. Does that still count as free? That's just something you decided to do. I doubt John ever asked you to. I really don't believe that's what marriage and starting a family should be all about. John's always been gentle and easygoing, so he doesn't speak up. That's all. But deep down, I bet he wishes his wife would take better care of him. Then let me ask you something. Do you even know what job John has right now? He leaves the house every day, doesn't he? Obviously, he's working. Just because he goes out doesn't mean it's for work. What's that supposed to mean? You're being really cryptic. A mother should believe her son is out there working hard, no matter what. Believing is important, but facing reality matters too. The baby's almost here. Don't you think it's time we reviewed some of our expenses? What are you talking about? The delivery costs are your problem, not mine. I have nothing to do with that. So, are you saying you don't care that your grandchild is about to be born? Of course I care. That's exactly why I need you to step up and be a proper mother. I see. I'll do everything I can in my own way. That's more like it. As long as you don't waste money and keep the house peaceful and in order, that's good enough for me. Lately, it just feels like one bad thing after another. The whole house feels off, like there's no peace here anymore. The air feels heavy. Hannah, you feel it too, don't you? I haven't noticed anything like that. I've really been thinking about it a lot lately. It's like there's some troublesome presence squatting in this house, like something's taken a hold of the place. It's honestly creeping me out. Hey, Hannah, what do you think? A troublesome presence. The way you said that, are you talking about me and my daughter, Violet? Oh, look at you picking up on that. Makes this easier. Who else could I possibly be talking about? Every day eating for free, living it up like royalty? Must be nice. You just ride on my son's income and act like you've got nothing to do. That's how it looks. You really must have nerves of steel. Just earlier, I was having coffee with a friend at a cafe. And guess what we ended up talking about? How to get rid of parasites from the house. Is that so? Well, I actually work from home, and I do contribute to the household. I'm doing my best while raising my daughter too. So being called a parasite? I don't deserve that. That's just a heartless thing to say. Sure. Sounds great in theory. But you need to face reality. Let's not forget, you just showed up at this house without even a proper greeting. And you were already pregnant with, frankly, a baby I wouldn't call cute. From that moment on, you were nothing but unpleasant to me. Even after the baby was born, all you've done is lounge around the house. You act like parenting is your all-access pass to skip everything else, like every day's a vacation. If that's not being a parasite, then what is? I don't think you can understand how hard parenting is until you've actually done it. Even with that, I'm handling chores and putting effort into my work from home. Work, huh? And what proof do you even have of that? Just sitting there with a laptop open doesn't make it a job. Are you kidding me? In the end, you're just living off my son's income, completely dependent. And yet, you've got the nerve to act proud? You've got no shame. If you actually helped out with Violet, I could focus a lot more on my work, you know? But clearly, that kind of support isn't something I can count on. What kind of creepy suggestion is that? Even as a joke? Me watching that kid? Not happening. Just thinking about it gives me chills, seriously. What did you just say? I mean, I just can't bring myself to think she's cute. Babies are supposed to be, I don't know, more charming than that. Honestly, I sometimes wonder if she's even really John's kid. She doesn't look anything like him. I can't help but think she might be someone else's kid. If that's true, that's a seriously disturbing thought. Just imagining it makes me feel sick to my stomach. How dare you? I can never forgive you for saying that. As a mother, as a woman, as a human being, you've crossed the line. If she weren't John's child, do you think I'd still be putting up with all of this under one roof? If that were the case, let's just say things would have been a whole lot worse for you by now. I'll leave it to your imagination. What the hell are you talking about? Are you threatening me? You seriously think that's going to work? Honestly, I never wanted you here in the first place. And that kid? She's got zero charm. Every time I look at her, I just get more and more annoyed. Whatever. I honestly didn't expect you to reject us this bluntly. It's disappointing. But instead of picking apart me and my daughter, could you maybe take a serious look at John? He's completely out of touch with reality. What? Excuse me? What did you just say? How dare you talk about my sweet little Johnny like that? Enough. He's a grown man, isn't he? And honestly, the whole Johnny thing, maybe drop that too. You don't get to butt into how I run my family. You wouldn't understand. You haven't raised a son. Boys, no matter how old they get, will always need their mothers. What's wrong with spoiling him a little? Well, if that's really how you see it, then there's nothing more to say. But come on. Even by normal standards, if he's an adult in the workforce, he should at least dress like someone who can show his face in public. That stuff matters. My son's job allows casual wear, so it doesn't matter what he wears. It's not all about suits anymore, you know. Everyone is free to dress as they please. You have no right to nitpick that, and it's none of your business anyway. Is that so? You sure throw the word free around when it suits you. You've been living off me and my son, and you've got the nerve to act all high and mighty? Aren't you even a little ashamed of biting the hand that feeds you? In this world, everything you do eventually comes back to you. That's just how life works. Keep running your mouth like that, and no one's going to want anything to do with you. You'll end up learning the hard way. Got it? That's a warning. I see. This conversation's going nowhere, so I'm going to bathe my daughter and enjoy some peace and quiet. Goodbye. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you out of the blue. If it's all right, could I talk to you for just a moment? Do you have a minute right now? Huh? Are you Hannah by any chance? Yes, that's me. And you are... Have we met before? Oh, sorry. My name is Riley. I really apologize for reaching out so suddenly. Riley. I'm sorry. I don't recognize the name. I don't think I know you. Have we met somewhere? I'm so sorry. I know it's rude to show up out of nowhere and say something like this. What? Well, the truth is, I was dating John up until just recently. No way. I don't believe this. It's not a lie. It's the truth. But I had no idea he had a wife and a child. I see. So the fact that you're telling me this, what exactly is your goal? Don't tell me you're here to ask me to leave him or something. No, it's not like that at all. I just wanted to apologize properly. I wanted to face what I've done. Look, if this apology is just to make you feel better about yourself, then you're only going to hurt me more. I didn't expect you to say that, but okay, I'll accept it. Isn't this apology really just a way to ease your own guilt a little? Putting your feelings above mine? That's still selfish, don't you think? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm really sorry for everything. My dad cheated on my mom over and over again, and before I was old enough to understand. I watched her cry, and it left a scar that still haunts me today. That's why, when I found out John was married, I couldn't handle the fact that I had become the kind of person who hurt others like that. And this is hard to say, but John's been seeing multiple women. He's really the worst. Wait, what? Are you serious right now? I don't want to believe that. I didn't believe it at first either, but once I found out the truth, I was devastated. I couldn't keep this from you, not as his wife. No matter how things turn out, I felt like it was my responsibility to tell you. If all that's true, then you're not just lashing out. You actually care about me, don't you? But still, part of me wonders if maybe you're just lying to keep John and trying to scare me off. That's not it. I swear, that's not my intention at all. I even have proof, and I'm completely done with him. Honestly, I never thought he was that kind of person. That he could betray his wife and child. It's just pathetic. Maybe I'm not the one who should be telling you this, but I couldn't keep the truth hidden. Please, believe me. Thank you. I won't let your courage go to waste. I've been so caught up in parenting, stuck at home, barely going out. I had no idea what he was doing. I'm really so sorry. I mean it. I know no apology will ever be enough, but let me say it as many times as it takes. I lived my whole life thinking I was the victim, hurt by my dad's cheating. But before I knew it, I was the one standing on the other side, breaking someone else's family. It's awful to realize that like this. I'm ashamed of myself. Truly. I'm so sorry. Riley, right? I hear you. I really do. The fact that I can say your name now, maybe that means a little weight's been lifted. I know how much courage it must have taken to tell me everything honestly, and that's exactly why I'm choosing to accept what you said. Your words didn't come from a place of self-defense. They came from genuine care for someone else. That's the sincerity I felt. Hannah, hearing that from you, I'm honestly about to cry. I feel so sorry for your child. Thinking that I might have hurt someone who had nothing to do with this just eats me up inside. Hey, Riley, that photo evidence you mentioned, would you mind if I had a copy? I'd like to see it myself. And after that, you're forgiven. Of course, I'll send it right over. I've organized everything, including the timeline. Thank you, and I mean that. Your honesty came through loud and clear. You don't have to keep blaming yourself. You've already done more than enough to try and make things right. Now it's time to take care of yourself. Next time, find someone who actually values you. Don't fall for another jerk. Thank you, truly. I'll never forget what happened here. And once again, I'm sorry for everything. I mean that with all my heart. Well, finally, the moment I've been waiting for. I feel amazing, like a huge weight's been lifted. At last, you're about to disappear from this house. What's going on all of a sudden, Barbara? Be quiet. I'm in a great mood right now. Finally, I get to say goodbye to the parasite. Now pack your bags and get out of this house right this minute. Get out of my sight now. Wait, are you really okay with this? I honestly thought it'd be harder to leave. This is kind of anticlimactic. As long as it's just me and my sweet Johnny, I'm happy. I already filed the divorce papers, so you, the parasite, can be gone. You're not part of this family anymore. Too bad. The real parasite is your son. What? Just to be clear, did you file those divorce papers without asking me? That was my precious little insurance policy. Insurance policy? What are you even talking about? That makes no sense. It was something I kept in case I ever needed to leave on my own terms. We got married because I was already pregnant. It wasn't exactly planned, but in return, I made him sign those papers to protect me and my child's future. Having that signed was the bare minimum I asked for. What? You seriously think you can pull that kind of stunt just because you feel like it? Don't be ridiculous. Well, isn't your precious son the one who's actually been freeloading? Not me. If I hadn't been there, he would have been crushed by reality and wouldn't have had the luxury of chasing dreams. He was desperate to marry me, you know. It was actually kind of pathetic. What? Wait, what are you saying right now? You do know he's still seriously trying to make it as a musician, right? Huh? I thought that was just like a hobby or something. Just strumming the guitar and singing for fun? Calling that parasitic is a bit much, don't you think? As his mother, I can't just ignore that. Oh, wow. You're seriously going to laugh at this, but he's still dead serious about making a major music debut. Wait, then what's he doing for work? He leaves the house every day. He goes out every morning and comes back at night. I figured he had a job. Nope, nothing like that. Apparently, his whole schedule's packed with band practice, studio time, and prepping for gigs. And let's not forget those loud, over-the-top outfits he wears out every day. You seriously thought he looked like someone holding down a job? Well, it's the age of originality. More companies allow casual dress now, so I figured a little flashiness was no big deal. But to think he wasn't working at all, I'm honestly shocked. Oh, and don't freak out, but want to guess his monthly income? Ballpark figure? About $300. That's the price of chasing dreams, I guess. 300? Are you kidding me? That's it? He does live shows every Friday, and the rest of the week is just endless practice and songwriting. And in between all that, he live streams on YouTube or whatever. And the grand total from all that effort is maybe $300 a month. His dreams are huge, but man, reality couldn't be smaller. But still, he's earning something, right? It's not zero, so you can't just go calling him a parasite. You owe me an apology. Calling my son a parasite? I won't stay quiet about that as his mother. Wait, that's what you're upset about? Aren't there way more important things to reflect on here? Stop looking away and face reality. A parasite is someone who brings in no money at all, lives entirely off someone else's income, and coasts through life without even trying to stand on their own. But Johnny's chasing his dream and managing to earn $300 a month. That's proof he's trying, in his own way. Except, none of that $300 goes to the household, you know. What? Are you serious? Yeah, it all goes straight to his cigarette habit. He's never contributed a single dollar to the house. He says stuff like, real rockers don't vape. So even with prices going up, He keeps buying old-school cigarettes. You knew about this too, didn't you? He smokes like a chimney in the living room, even with the baby right there. I just thought he was tired from work or something and needed to relax with a smoke. I had no idea it was that bad. Blowing smoke for comfort, burning through his tiny paycheck with cigarettes, it's honestly pathetic. Look, I've wasted enough time and energy dealing with him. I want this to be over starting today. I held it together for the sake of our child, but I've hit my limit. So, in a weird way, I guess I should thank you, Barbara, for giving me that final push. Thanks to you, I can finally move forward without regrets. Wait, what? That can't be true, right? You're kidding, right? Thank you, Barbara. Even if it played out like this, it means a lot that, in the end, you were on my side. After everything I endured, it finally feels like it meant something. Your actions helped me take that first real step forward. I've been covering almost the entire household budget this whole time. Utilities, property taxes, groceries, cell phones, you name it, I paid for it. So from now on, please take good care of John. He's all yours now, Barbara. Make sure you really look after him. Wait, what? Hold on. You were paying for all of that, Hannah? I seriously can't believe this. Yes, without a doubt. John couldn't contribute a single cent to anything that wasn't related to his hobbies. Actually, I've been doing pretty well as a freelance writer. With remote work, I just knock out a few articles in my spare time and I make around $8,000 a month. It's been a blessing, honestly. $8,000? You were making that much? I can't believe it. My son was living off you? That's right. That's why I never struggled financially and why I had no emotional attachment left toward him. But after that divorce paper went missing, I couldn't move forward, so I kept putting up with everything. Where did you even find that divorce paper? I've been searching for it forever. Well, it was stuffed in the back of my dresser. I have no idea how it ended up there. Makes sense. John must have hidden it in your room because he didn't want to go through with a divorce. He probably figured your dresser was the safest place to stash it. I never imagined you'd actually find it and take the trouble to file it for me. Honestly, I never expected that much from you. Truly, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, at last, I'm free from this house and from that man. Wait, please, just hear me out before you go. You're seriously planning to leave Johnny behind in this house and walk out on your own? I can't believe it. Yes, that's exactly what I'm planning. I have zero reason to stay. Now that the divorce is official, there's not even a shred of justification for me to remain in this house. So please, enjoy your peaceful new life. Just you and your precious Johnny all alone. Oh, by the way, John has one of his usual weekend gigs today, so he'll be stumbling back in the morning like always. I'll have all my stuff packed and be long gone by then. No need to worry. Wait, please, just give me a second. Just listen to me for a minute. Hannah, I know it's too late, but I want to apologize for everything I did to you. I didn't know what was really going on with Johnny. I didn't understand. So, is there any way you could forgive me? No. Did you really think saying sorry would magically erase everything? That's beyond bold. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? I'm your mother-in-law, and I'm sincerely apologizing. How can you be so cold? Have you no manners or sense of decency? I'm afraid it's far too late to play nice. The trust is already shattered beyond repair. You'll receive a formal invoice later for settling. It's going to be $50,000, so be ready for that. What? $50,000? You're kidding, right? This is not a joke. John's cheating caused me serious emotional damage. And on top of that, I've been carrying the entire financial burden of this household alone. I've been crushed under both physical and emotional stress. My attorney has reviewed the situation and agrees that the amount is entirely reasonable. If it goes to court, it could end up costing you even more. An attorney? You actually hired a real lawyer? I can't believe this. What is happening? Since the divorce papers went missing, I was preparing to take it to court. Thanks to you finding and submitting them, I saved money. So actually, I got lucky. What am I going to do? If Johnny finds out I filed the divorce behind his back, he's going to freak. If Johnny gets mad, it's bad. Really bad. You know what he's like, right? Yes. He totally loses it. Just can't be managed at all. You always pushed him onto me and locked yourself in your room, remember? The only thing that ever calmed him down was money. Money? You were using that to keep him from flipping out? Yes, there was no other way to calm him down. How much are we even talking about? Barbara, John spends a ton every month on events and costumes, so please be careful. He's expensive to maintain. I don't have that kind of money. I'm living off retirement checks. Even so, I'm not backing down from the damages. It's my right. I'm fully entitled to that compensation. You heartless woman! Don't you have any soul or compassion? What kind of person does something so cruel? Those words you're throwing at me, I'll just toss them right back at you. Everything you and your son did for years, it's finally all coming back around, like a boomerang. So, good luck with that. Since then, Barbara began her dream life. Just her and her beloved Johnny. The two of them finally living alone, just like she always wanted. But reality turned out to be nothing like the carefree life she had imagined. Instead of bringing money into the house, her son started charging her for his phone bill, music gear, and even his daily cigarette expenses. With no other choice, Barbara re-entered the workforce after years away, working part-time just to get by. She probably never imagined her golden years would be spent being dragged around by her own son. But this is what happens when you put him on a pedestal and refuse to listen to the people around you. Now, she's facing the consequences of turning her back on reality for so long. As for me, I'm living a quiet, peaceful life with my daughter. My freelance writing work is going well, all from home. And after she falls asleep, nothing relaxes me more than a warm cup of tea and time to write in peace. Leaving that house and cutting ties with the past finally led me to real happiness. I'm truly glad I found the courage to walk away, and now I mean that with all my heart.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.